Respect. Get it.
I'm a classy ass nigga.
Put your pinky up.
I used to keep a thumbnail in case I didn't have like something sharp to cut open my Dutch. I know that's so ghetto to have, but conveniently I always had just some nail on deck.
Okay.
Let's get started. Welcome to this week's episode of Hump Day Romance. I'm your host, Zeus. Today is a very special episode of Hump Day Romance. Why, you ask? Because it's one of my favorite times of the year. Homecoming time! Homecoming time. Trying to see who's ugly and fine and who is broke as and who is broke as
I'm on that list, sorry.
who's washed. If you don't know much about your boy named TOPROPEZEUS, let me tell you something. I come from a proud place called Norfolk State University, and we have one of the best homecomings in the world, all right? The world, Craig, the world. Homecoming is a place where you can catch up with old friends, see people you haven't seen in so long, get away from your damn kids, and have a weekend where you just go goddamn nuts. See, homecoming brings out certain different type of behavior that you wouldn't get during the rest of the year. It's kind of like in New Year's, people just get real crazy during the New Year, but niggas ain't really crazy in like March. It's kind of like that. Homecoming makes you want to just reminisce, you know what I'm saying? Think about a time frame where, what if? It could be 3 weeks up to homecoming and you get a message from a joint that you talked to like 8 years ago. These are the people that'll hit you up right before homecoming with a GDC. Good compliment. It's nothing like when somebody hits you up that you used to mess with like way back in the day, right? They still appreciate the gold medal Olympic style ding-a-ling that you laid upon them so many years ago. I mean, do you know how much that can lift a nigga's spirits? It's kind of like when you break a track record in high school, right? And then you go back like 20 years later and you find out that even though after all these years, my name is still ringing bells in these streets. Ladies, y'all ain't never had dudes like just hit y'all up and just be like, hey man, ain't nobody, was able to put it in their whole mouth before, son, until you. I ain't never had that. That's a good coochie compliment. This doesn't mean that you trying to like get back with the nigga or something like that. And that's not what I'm saying. But that good coochie compliment may have came through at a time in your life where you really needed it. What if you just had a baby, you ain't really feeling attractive, you and your husband beefing? That good coochie compliment could have changed your whole week. That thing could have got you to Christmas. Like, damn, you know what? Her name is still ringing bells in these streets. Ass claps can still be heard in the shadows. Just because somebody gives you a good sex compliment, that doesn't mean they trying to get into a time machine and go back into that time and try to recreate that space. Stay in reality. Don't be trying to mix back in what could have been. But sometimes it's just fun to hear a good compliment. Ain't no nigga ever got back there that deep before like you. Here's the thing that pisses you off the most. Why the hell are you giving me this goddamn compliment now? I ain't doing nothing with it now. I done got kids and moved on with my goddamn life. I can't be back here reminiscing with your ass. Somebody hitting you up 8 years later letting you know that they thought the sex was bomb. It's like somebody that you gave an Uber ride to in 1998 and them niggas don't give you a 5-star rating until 2005. You're like, nigga, I don't even drive Uber anymore. I'm not even in that space anymore. What the hell am I gonna do with this good 5-star rating? If a nigga chef up some real quality penis for you, you're supposed to say, hey, listen, that was real nice. I appreciated it. It made my lady parts feel happy. Thank you. That's all you had to do. Don't wait till 8 years later after that man that went over to Korea, went over to war, get shot at, come back and finally get his good dick compliment. That could have been what he needed to survive. More of his story, sometimes it's just good to leave things for the imagination. Most of the time when you try to remake the movie, it's never as good as the original or what it could have been in that moment. Feel what I'm saying? If you enjoyed this episode of Hump Day Romance and you want to show some love to the show, then make sure you cash app $1. That's right, $1 in the bucket of donation to the show. I truly appreciate it, man. Also, shout out to everybody who's been asking me about the Live Your Dreams, Not Your Reality t-shirts. I got the link down below. Make sure you check. Go ahead and get you a Live Your Dreams, you know what I'm saying, so you can rep the brand with me. And then I want you to take a photo of that and send it to my Instagram at TOPROPEZEUS, and I'm going to shout you out on my Instagram. I'm TOPROPEZEUS. Live your dreams, not your reality.
Respect. Get it.